Welcome. Good morning. I'm not gonna say it. Good morning. I was gonna wait till tomorrow to do a video, but I came up to do one earlier this evening, and the stupid computer is having issues again. So I've had to remove the software, reinstall the software. Reboot it each time after removing it, then install it, and finally got it to come back up. There's some driver issues going on with something, but in the business we call it operating system decay, because this system I custom built maybe 8 years ago. That's how old it is, and it runs great, but the operating system probably hadn't been you know started from scratch, like format it, start over, because after a period of time installing, uninstalling software, Windows updates, all this bulky new software and stuff, the older your system gets, I call it operating system decay. It just gets old. It's not worth fixing. It's not, pay somebody to come in and do a tune-up on it. It's not going to help. 9 times out of 10, it's not. It may help for a minute, but yeah, it just gets that way. So anyway, looking at Bitcoin over here, back over on CoinWatch Live. Yeah, Live CoinWatch, I guess they call it. And what I like about another thing I like about this Live CoinWatch is you can go in here when you add after you add all your coins, you can put 1 hour, 24 hour, 7 day, 30 day. Yep. So it gives you the percentage. So I can go back and look like Bitcoin today, and the last hour is up almost 0.5%, I guess. Today it was down 2.25. Last 7 days up 16%. Last 30 days, 36.5%. So we could, see probably a 5% drop, I would say. Even if we did, we're still up 30% on the month. And here's the issue, and here's the Bitcoin chart on the Webbull desktop. Here's the issue, and I still stick to my 41,000. I don't think it's going lower than that. So if we did drop down, from here down to 42, turn that off. Yeah, so we're only looking at like a 5% drop or something maybe, and then so if it goes back down to there, it's gonna bounce back up stronger. Eventually, it's gonna head to 48, 49, 50,000. So this is where the real resistance is. I see a lot of resistance coming in right around 48, 48.5. The key thing is to break the 50. If it breaks the 50, all bets are off. It could go anywhere. I mean, it could go back up to 65. It could go to 70, 75. I don't know. But that's usually left for September, October, November type events. In December, why that is, I don't know. The stock market's always been that way in October, and Bitcoin's always been that way in the winter, the fall and the winter. To 2017 when it went up in November, December to 20 grand or whatever it was. So anyway, but what I've noticed in the last 24 hours is every time it starts going back up, then we get a pullback. And then I think, oh, okay, here it comes. It's going to go, back down to 42, 41 maybe. But then again, it gets bought right back up. It gets bought back up to 46, I think 46, 7 today. And then boom. And then we come back down to 45.5. And then boom, back up, 46.1, and boom. And then down to 45,000 a couple of hours ago. It actually touched 45,000, which was pretty scary. It looked like it was going to go below it, but it didn't. And it's getting bought back up now. So we're at 45,285. So we're on our way back up to the 45.5 mark. So it may range between 45 and 47. It could do that for a week or 2 weeks. There's no telling. Anyway, so that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the $50,000 level, or 49. If it gets rejected at 49, then we're going to look back down to 42, 43, 41. I don't see it going below 41 or down to the 30s. I mean, could be wrong. I have been wrong. Cardano, all the alts took a dip. a couple hours ago, and then came back up decently, getting bought back up. They're following the Bitcoin, so everything's correlating, you know, which normally when you have altcoins pumping, Bitcoin usually doesn't do real well, and vice versa. That's the way it used to be, but it's not anymore. Chainlink, Ethereum still sitting at like 3,100, you know, so it's you know, hanging in there. And here we go. What is this? Polkadot. Yeah, Polkadot. Yeah, I mean the patterns are so similar to all of them. It's just really, it's uncanny, man. It's just crazy. Yeah, look at that. Except for Ethereum, which is on a downtrend, it's more correlated with Bitcoin. So Ethereum and Bitcoin are absolutely correlated. You can see. Look at that. If I could overlay these, it would be cool because it's almost identical. Then if you go to ADA, Chainlink, got about the same slope. And then Matic, little higher slope. Polkadot, same slope. So yeah, it's fascinating. So these Bitcoin and Ethereum are tracking, and the other three are tracking. So I don't know what that tells you, but anyway, looking at Ethereum, we'll do the 7-day, 30-day, 17% the last week, 55% in the last 30 days. Polkadot, 1271 for the week, 44% for the month. Polygon, 33 for the week, and almost 40 for the month. So it's really gone up this week. Let's see what Cardano, 31% this week, 37% the month. So even with the big jump yesterday, it's just catching up with Matic, Polkadot. So it, you know, even though it took that big jump, Chainlink, wow, only 8% this month, and wow, almost 44%. That's crazy. Anyway, so what I was doing is I was on my phone the other day, and I was looking at Michael Saylor's his tweets, you know, because that's what he's on. He's been on there forever, and that's what he uses. So I was on there, and I clicked on it, and then I went into this conference. It's the Twitter Spaces. It's something that's new, I'm assuming, by everybody that was talking, because I just now got on Twitter. I don't really use it previously, so now I'm been using it. So anyway, his was named Saylor Spaces, and I just clicked it. I went right in, and there's like 2,100 people in there. So it was like being in a conference call at work with like 2,000 people there, and then it had Michael Saylor and a couple other speakers talking, and it was good. And then today I was on there, and they had a group on there. It was called Bitcoin versus the Treasury. So they were all on there talking about the bill up in Washington, you know, that pork belly bill. And I was trying to get logged into this Twitter account, but it don't seem to want to recognize me. It's probably because I ain't using Chrome, which I hate. But anyway, so we got on there today, and they were talking about that bill, and you know, some of them sounded like the lawyers, and others just regular people, but they're really worried about it because of like Ethereum. A lot of these layer 2 protocols or layer 2 companies, they do a lot of different things. I mean, Bitcoin doesn't do staking, and that's what all these other people are doing, is doing staking. That's what's called staking. It's like they get a contract, and God, this is crazy. So anyway, so they're really not buying Ethereum. They're like buying contracts or something. I'll have to look up what staking really means, because I'm not really sure, but Bitcoin, you don't really do that. I've never heard of it being used for that, so that's what you want to be in is Bitcoin, because the rest of the stuff is just, anything could happen, so. I guess I'm never going to be able to log into Twitter again. Oh, man. That sucked. Man, I tell you, I've been in IT for 28 years, and never had password issues until, I don't know if it was Norton LifeLock or what it was. Not LifeLock, but the password vault thing. I mean, the browsers are all confused. As you can see right here, you've got the Chrome password thing. Then you got a Norton one up here trying to do it, and it just created a mess, man. So I don't know. I don't know what to. I just like to go back to my old system. I have my own coded system of logins and passwords, and that's what I'm gonna do, because it's just such a pain, man. I mean, I've even called and talked to Norton on the phone, and so now I got enter your phone. I can't do that. Anyway, so that Spaces is a pretty cool thing, and yeah, I can't wait to see some more of those conferences. They were really cool. Just trying to think what else there was. I guess nothing. I'm gonna have to fix my Twitter account now. Now I'm gonna have to redo it on my phone, because I know the password's right. It's the same old shit, man. People can't. Good night. Go Stros.